Look, Coach Talk, man. Our goals are still ahead of us. It's a long season. Trust the process. Fall forward. Fail backward. Whatever they be talking about. Bro, listen, man. We in this thing. Middle Tennessee. They on the clock. They need to line that shit up. I'm excited about what's going on with the Miami Hurricane program, bro. And I told you before, man, the process has changed. The foundation has changed. It's just a due time. Due time, fix some things, get this thing popping, man. Middle Tennessee Saturday. See y'all there. We out here.
Welcome to South Florida. Yeah. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. Welcome to South Florida. The bottom of the clip of the gunshine state. Ha. Well, them boys still boating in that way. Big plate, get it for the 18 if you straight. Get cake and stop hating, it's the motto of the state. A lot of face, but it's still real around here. That foreign talk, that can get you killed down here. Niggas better learn the lingo, cause they'll be looking for you in that water finding Nemo. See, Palm Beach County be the craziest. Them Broward County niggas be the craziest. And them Dade County niggas be the wildest. Shout out to Belle Glaze and my niggas at Fort Myers. Salute to all my Florida boys out here on the grind. When niggas out here getting dough with that snow and the sunshine. Ducking 9, waiting at the port to bring in that order. Cause nniggas like depend on what come across that water. Welcome to South. I was born in the South, raised in the
We
South.
back out here. Season done got kicked off. We owe 1 and 1. 2 and 1.
2 and 1.
2 and 1.
0 and 1, really, man. We had 2 preseason games. 2 preseason games, so we 0 and 1.
0 and 1. 0 and 1. You just gonna take out the other 2 games?
Preseason, man.
You see them decked out in the Dolphins stuff, man. I had to, man. The Dolphins broke all type of records this weekend, man. And I'm driving home, coming back from old College Station, watching Lamar run all over him, thinking that it was over. You know what I'm saying? And then boom, 2 and the boy wake up. Listen, man.
Waddle,
Yeah, the new coach may be a better fit, man. I love Flores, man, but he may be a better fit. The offensive line.
Offensively.
They have more tools too, man. They got Tua, they got Waddle, Hill, Gesicki. But I mean, Tua goes off with those 6 touchdowns, man, 459 yards, and break a record, man. It was 0 and I don't even know how to say this. 0 and 7 and 11 since 2011. Since teams had a record of it was 0 and 7 and 11 since 2011, right? Since teams trailing by 21 going into the 4th quarter, all of them lost. Since 2011, all 711 teams lost that was down by 21 going into the 4th quarter. Now it's 1, 7 and 11 because 2 of them came back and did their thing, man. So shout out to the Dolphins, man. Shout out to the Dolphins, shout out to Tua, man. I always believe in Tua, man. Ever since Saban put him in the game, I don't know if he's gonna keep this up, but I always was a Tua fan. I always thought Saban saw something special in him to put him in the game as a freshman, national championship. And I always believed in him. Maybe his hip is healed now. Maybe he's healthy.
Yeah, maybe he's fully healthy.
Right. And
he got tools. He got receivers who he knows that can run after catch.
Yeah, and they fun to watch too. We gotta get a Dolphin credential, dog.
You know who they are remind me of? Remember, and don't take this lightly. They remind me of, remember the Rams when they had Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt?
That's what they, yeah.
I'm just saying, remember how they used to always catch the ball and you see them 2 running down the field by themselves and they looking at everybody like, where y'all at?
They having fun. They having fun. Nah, man, so shout out to them, man. And we gotta get
Dolphins. Yeah, man, Dolphins, we waiting. What y'all waiting on?
Yeah, we gotta get a Dolphin credential, man. We gotta get a Dolphin credential. We got a half Dolphin credential. We gotta get the full one. The guy, man, but I mean, R.I.P. man to the guy. My guy, he died. I mean, the black.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he died during the preseason. That's who I was talking to this whole time. Tall guy with the bald head about being credentialed with the Dolphins. So listen, man, somebody's down with the Dolphins. It's about time, man. We're 400,000 deep. We cover the Kings away, home. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all let nobody's in there. I know y'all let nobody's in there.
Somebody's in there.
I know y'all let nobody's in there. So listen, man. So that and now the Canes on the recruiting front. We've been talking in our group. Couple names out here, man. Who we got coming up from the should be committing soon?
two names to keep an eye on. Damari Brown, running back from Heritage. Edwin Joseph, athlete from Chaminade. Tyler Williams, receiver out of Lakeland. He commits on the 27th, actually. Hykeem Williams commits this Friday, but we're not getting him.
Where Hykeem going?
He's gonna go to FSU. Well, he's going to commit to FSU. I don't think he signs with FSU on signing day.
When you say that, explain to the people what you mean when you say that.
Okay, I think commitment day. It's basically a verbal thing. Nothing is in stone until you sign on the dotted line. What he's doing is he's basically still shopping himself around.
Right.
I'm not gonna say to the highest bidder, but he's looking for the best fit for him.
So why commit?
I think to secure a spot just in case you do end up signing with that team.
Okay. You think that's smart?
Yeah, because guess what? Florida State is a team that does hit the transfer portal a lot.
Right.
So just say if he wants to commit on signing day and they say, hey, well, we probably ain't got no more spots because we went to the portal.
Right.
Now, you know what I'm saying? He's looking.
Right.
So, I mean, but his caliber player, I'm thinking everybody, they'd take him regardless. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how it goes on. A lot of kids are going to commit to schools and not sign with those schools on signing day. It's just going to happen.
And you think they're just trying to secure spots?
Yeah.
Also, do you think they're being, you think there's any advantage? You think there's any persuasion of committing early to certain schools? You think?
Yeah, I think, you know, with the especially with the NIL deal,
right.
Some could do that and shop around and say, yeah, well, you know, such and such offered $100,000, what you can do. Oh, okay.
Right.
We'll give you $125. You know, I mean, it's just the nature of the game right now. So
right.
That's what's happening a lot.
Right, right. It's a lot of willing and dealing, going on. I get it, man. So those first three, you think those first three could be Canes?
Damari, Edwin, and Tyler, yes.
Yeah. Edwin Joseph, bro. Edwin Joseph. Listen, Edwin Joseph was the guy Chaminade before
they
Trader
got
and Jeremiah Johnson gets there, and Edwin Joseph, Jeremiah Smith, and Edwin Joseph still finds a way to make plays. Defense, offense. The other night he had an interception, got on offense, then he scored the touchdown versus American Heritage. He's definitely a playmaker, man, big time baller.
Yeah, he's still the guy. He's still the guy. Yeah. He's still the man over there.
It's not fair, right? It's not fair. Think about this. I want y'all to think about this. We're going to compare Edward Joseph to Jeremiah Smith, who may be one of the best wide receivers we ever see play in South Florida when it's all said and done. And just a Trader, an X-Man over there who plays offense, who could play defense, who could do almost anything. I'm sure he probably could play soccer if you gave him 2 weeks. But that's who Edwin Joseph is being compared to. And that's what it is in South Florida, man, when it comes down to the talent and the talent level that's here. Sometimes fans look at it as, oh, we gonna get this. No, bro, listen, bro. You may be getting, if he was anywhere else, prime example, Antonio Robinson texted me the other night, DB, played for Florida Christian, moved to Kentucky. Texted me and said, hey, man, I'm the #1 player in the state in Kentucky. Antonio Robinson is a dog. He's committed to Wake Forest. Yeah. #1 player in the state in Kentucky.
And was being under-recruited here in the state of Florida. I mean, I guess because of his size, but he's a dog. Like,
yeah.
And he goes to Kentucky, and he's the #1 player in the state already.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I guess they say our 4 stars and 3 stars are actually 4 or 5 stars in other states.
Listen, he instantly got there, and he was like top 5 when he got there. He was like top 5. I don't know who comes out of Kentucky when it comes to football. I don't know much about Kentucky recruiting, you know what I'm saying? But instantly, when he got there, he was top 5. And now he's saying, hey man, I'm the one player.
State of Kentucky.
Right. Either at his position or something like that. So that's the type of talent that is here when we're talking about talent level. It's just raw usually. A lot of time they have to be developed when they get to the next stage, and sometimes that's where the failing come in at.
Yeah, the talent level is crazy, man. I remember I said, how many teams in high school around the nation could play Northwestern one week to turn around and play Heritage 1 week, and then still got to play other top teams. Wait.
That was like the same week, wasn't it? Wasn't it Saturday morning?
Saturday morning, and then they had to play the Western Friday. Yeah.
And Friday, you got Ennis coming in, playing both ways, and Damari Brown and
Mark Fletcher. Yeah, man. And
yeah, bro, listen, I heard Mark Fletcher played a decent game, too. And
no, Mark Fletcher played a real good game.
Did he?
He played a real good game. I think they should have ran him more in the fourth quarter.
Right.
But that Chaminade team, they like that for real.
Right. Listen, man, so become a football villain. Whatever football villain is it's the people that's in the membership, the YouTube membership. Right now, YouTube giving you half off the first month anyway. They paying for it. Right now, it's only, what, $4.99 to be bronze and $6.99 to be silver. Yesterday's price won't be today's price or whatever Fat Joe said, because this is going to eventually have to go up because people are going there too fast. The group me getting full. But we're not forcing you to be a member. What we're saying is, if you want to see the content first, if you want more access to the things we know, because a lot of these things we're on pretty early, then you pay for it, you come in. Stuff will still be free. We still give you free content. You know what I'm saying? That still eventually happen. But this is for the people who really want to know, who want to be in the end, who want to be talking 1 o'clock in the morning about Canes football in the group me. Football villains, man. Join to be a member. Hit join down there somewhere, bro. We always talk about running quarterbacks, right? Dual threat, and we talk about them like they. So if TVD is uncomfortable, right, in this big stage, and now if the routes are too long, if the routes are not right, if they're not getting open, a running quarterback can always drop the ball.
Yeah, he's gonna take off. Yeah. I mean, that's
TVD not so much. It almost seems as if he's a robot, or if he don't have that security blanket, which opens everything up for him, I think. Can he read? Is TVD reading the fucking defense? Is he doing any of that shit, or is he just doing what the play's supposed to do? He ain't got no security blanket. Fuck it, nobody ain't open.
Yeah, I think with the way the plays are being called, it's almost like he's not giving that security blanket.
Right.
You know, like on some of the throws, you can see some of the throws he's making. I guess it's a relationship between him and the receivers where he's expecting the receiver to be at a certain spot.
Right.
And that's why, I guess that's what the way Coach Gattis explained it. Like, you know, if the players executing and doing exactly what they're supposed to do,
right, it
won't be so bad.
Right.
On a couple of throws, and it's TVD and the receiver. If you know they're not in the right spot, you got to throw it to them. You know what I'm saying? Throw it to them instead of throwing it to a spot.
Yeah, because what I saw out there on the field, like on TV when y'all watch it, they show the receiver, he dropped the ball, and it's cut to another camera. I ain't got no camera to cut to. I'm still looking at Keyshawn Smith. I'm still looking at Reddy. They was frustrated. They were getting frustrated maybe at themselves, but also frustration comes from lack of guidance sometimes, or lack of leadership. If you have somebody that's leading you, you believe in them, the frustrated not so much. We don't know what's happening in that huddle. We don't know what's going on in that huddle. Remember one time Till told us Dunny McNabb used to cry in the huddle? And we was like, what? I saw frustration coming from those receivers midway through that game. And I don't know if it's frustration that, hey man, I was open last play, you ain't even fine. I don't know, but all I know is this. We went in this thing saying that TVD was our guy.
Yeah.
And TVD was something we didn't have to worry about. It looked perfect in practice. And TVD couldn't get us out of a 17-9 battle. No touchdowns. Now, y'all want to put that on Gattis? You say TVD is a robot? At the end of the day, this is how I look at football. I was a point guard. Gattis can say what the hell he want to say in their headphones. They can throw up any signals they want. They can throw up any pitches they want. They can do what they want to do. When you say hike, it's you and 10 other dudes in battle on that field, and you know what the mission is. Check me if I'm wrong, X. I might be wrong.
No, you're right.
Because they ain't going to pull them.
No, you're right. When they say hike, it's you. You know what I'm saying? It's really nothing else the coach could do once you say hike.
No.
He done trained you the whole week to do exactly what you're supposed to do. So when you say hike, everything is on you. No matter if the coach, you feel like the coach probably did something wrong. No, you out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to improvise and make plays. That's what makes that's the difference between a great player and then a player who's just playing football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think with TVD thing, I think his fault is he's looking to throw the ball in certain spots.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, man, let me throw this ball out here and make him go run and catch it. You know what I'm saying? I trust him on that. You know, instead of saying, well, I know the ball supposed to come here, so let me just throw it right there behind the linebacker because he's not going to be there.
Right.
But guess what? The linebacker might be faster than you thought and pick off.
Right.
Stuff like that. So he got to get in his head, well, okay, let me throw the receivers open. Let me just throw the ball to him, make him go get the ball.
Yeah. Can he do that?
He can. We seen it last year.
Yeah. But he does it when he has confidence in that guy. He don't do it for everybody.
Yeah, when he don't have confidence.
I believe in Rambo. I believe in Cristobal. And I think that kind of opens it up for other people sometimes. So you saying it's okay for him to say hike and hold up, man, this DB a little bit further off than I thought he would be. Yeah.
I mean, and then the way he's playing, that's the type of offense that Gattis is running. You see the difference from lastly offense is strike.
Right.
If you got big plays, don't take the big play first.
Yeah.
Gattis offense is not like that. Gattis offense, let's get this ball moving forward.
Right.
So if it's only 10 yards you need, let's go. Let's get 10 yards.
Right.
And I think maybe that's a confidence level right there. Because he's used to just saying, I'm going to throw this ball down the field. We good.
Right. And what's happening now?
Oh, man, we only going to go get 9 yards on this passing play. That ain't too pretty. That ain't pretty. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that's
You said it ain't pretty.
Anybody who played quarterback know you want to throw some balls down the field.
Why?
It's pretty to catch deep balls and score.
You said it's pretty.
It's pretty.
That's the reason we don't want to throw downfield?
I mean, I don't know if that's the reason we not, but I'm just saying. Like,
But that's the reason you want to throw downfield because it's pretty?
What the receiver want to do? I want to moss somebody.
Right. So listen, so far Tyler Van Dyke, 671 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. His rating versus non-conference, 137.5. His completion, 62.8. Those are decent numbers. What we got?
Decent. The average numbers for quarterback. Not
Okay.
good. Not good. Not no Heisman. Not no Heisman.
So if we look at somebody like Bryce Young. Bryce Young, 644 yards, 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rating 162, completion 68%. Talking about percentages now, you know what I'm saying? 68%.
And that's a down. He's having a down year so far.
Bryce? Okay, well, there you go. Let's take a look at Caleb. Caleb Williams, USC quarterback. 8 touchdowns, no interceptions. 874 yards. Rating is 229. 74.1. His rating this year, 190. Completion percentage 74.4. What's different about Caleb? You say he's
Well, he's still in the same offense that he was in at Oklahoma.
okay.
So they ain't do nothing but change jerseys. Then they went and got the best receiver in college football to go along with him. So.
Who you calling the best receiver in college football?
Addison.
Huh?
Addison, and his name Addison. Yeah.
Well, they got Mario over there too. Mario Williams.
Yeah,
right?
but they went and got Addison. It's paying off. It's paying off big time.
Addison is the one over there getting off?
He's getting off. It's paying off big time for them.
No, let me see. You think it's Addison the one doing this thing?
Look at the stats.
Let's check out
Addison got like 200 or 300 something yards already.
Let's check out the stats. Let's check out his team stats. I don't know, man, but when it comes to TVD, man, I went into the game saying he has to be the one. You're right. Addison's the leading receiver, 295 yards already. You're right. Mario Williams is second. Addison got 8 receptions. Mario has 12. Addison got 295. Williams got 194.
You know what I'm saying? Both transfers. Both transfers.
Both transfers, right?
We couldn't get one of them, man. We couldn't get Williams to come back home.
No, he got some dogs over there. Definitely got some dogs over there.
But yeah, I just think, man, I'm not mad at the fact that we lost. I mean, obviously we lost. I'm not mad at Gattis. I'm not mad at TVD. I'm not mad at receivers. My thing is, how do they bounce back from this? You know what I'm saying? Because in previous years, this would be a game we lose, and then next, we go on a 3-game, 4-game losing streak.
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it's the bounce back thing. Obviously, we play Middle Tennessee State this week, so if we don't win that, then somebody better start flying the flag pretty fast. But.
Right. So we go back to TVD. Those guys had 9 and 8 touchdowns. TVD got 3. Okay. Is this what we talked about before the season even started about running the ball? Is because we run the ball so much?
Yeah. I mean, just look at it like this. We averaging almost 200 some yards. We probably more than 20 yards per game rushing.
Right.
I don't think we averaged anywhere close to that last year.
No.
Last year we probably averaged maybe 100 yards, maybe.
Our leading rusher, Henry Parrish, has 300 yards already.
We had 175 rushing yards on Texas A&M.
Henry got 53 attempts already.
We had 170 yards rushing on Texas A&M.
Yeah.
On this supposed to be D-line that they got built from Mount Olympus.
No, we did. We did. I think when it comes to Josh Gattis, man, when I sit in there in the press conferences and I hear Josh Gattis talk, I think Josh Gattis, I know the other media ain't gonna like this, but I think he need to talk less. I think he need to tell us less. Because there's things he can't tell us. He stood up in front of us yesterday knowing that George was hurt. So there's things he know that he can't tell us what TVD can and can't do, what George can and can't do, what Redding can. So being so forthright with us, it's almost like it's not the truth anyway, because you can't give us a full perspective, because some things you're going to keep close to your vest. I just think he need to tell us less, man, and just improve on the things, because the offense got yardage. They moved the ball. They moved the ball up and down.
Man, we beat them at every aspect of the game besides scoring points.
So fix the red zone. I was trying to figure out yesterday. We had a coach in the past that was really good in the red zone. I thought it was Lashley. I thought Lashley was good in the red zone. Some people said it wasn't him.
It was all right. Nah, it was. I think.
I thought he used to get really creative, and I thought we used to punch it in when we got to the red zone.
Nah, I think they talk about James Coley. He was real good in the red zone.
Was he?
Yeah.
I thought it was Lashley.
Yeah, James Coley was real good in the red zone.
Yeah.
But just got to get creative. If you got these tight ends that we keep bragging about, why they not in the game?
If I had to make a guess, why wouldn't we go post corner, tight end I think somebody doesn't have confidence in TVD right now, and it could be Gattis. I think Gattis. That's why we get RPO. I think something is missing when it's like, man, let's not fuck this up at the goal line, right? Let's get 3. Is it Mario?
I mean, I don't know if you can say that's TVD, because now you got a 6 foot. How tall is Kobe Young?
No, what I'm saying is Gattis not saying, hey, listen, man, let's go post corner with a tight end. He ain't saying it for a reason, because maybe he doesn't have confidence in TVD being comfortable in the offense yet, and he's like, man, we ain't finna fuck it up. RPO TVD, let's get 3.
Yeah, well, that was a bad call.
But am I saying it does make sense what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't he go forward? Why wouldn't they go all out at the goal line? Or is it Mario being conservative? Saying Gattis, hey, listen, pipe down. We'll never.
We'll never know that.
We'll never know that.
It's just our perspective to say maybe that was Mario saying that, or maybe Gattis don't trust him. We just don't know. I feel like, man, because I've been the offensive coordinator before. So, once you get in your bag, man, you calling plays, you kind of get the using or going same thing that you know that's working.
Right.
But at the same time, you have to have an open mind to be like, well, okay, we got to the goal line.
Yeah.
Even though these plays work all the way down the field, let me do something new, because now the team kind of used to what we're running already.
Right.
Let me give them a new play, at least one new play that they haven't seen yet.
Right.
You gotta do stuff like that. So I'm happy with the O-line, man. The O-line block, they block damn good.
Yeah. No, the O-line is blocking damn good.
My name's Chase Smith. I'm from Palm Bay, Florida, and this is Edge, the best tasting energy drink on the planet.
All right, so listen, shout out to the members of the Football Villains. You know what I'm saying? The full version is back in the member section if you want to check it out. But I want to I want to say, which play was the worst play? Going into this Middle Tennessee week, we're still stuck on Texas A&M because I'm hurt, dog. Don't ask me if I'm all right. Which play out of these 4 plays you think impacted the game the most? The first, the Tyree Monk, the muff. You know what I'm saying? Which happened early in the game. He muffed them. They got the ball. They had 7 points. The next play. Now I'm in the end zone for all these plays. The Latson play when Rashard catches the ball and Latson blocks the man, piss down his leg, not athlete, whatever MJ Theory would say, and he makes the tackle, which would have been a touchdown if Rashard gets to the end. Henry Parrish out the backfield. I'm in the end zone again. Henry Parrish catches this ball. This could definitely be a touchdown. He's wide open. Or the last one, when their guy muffed the punt, and I think Blades got down there first. Who got down there first? I think
Porter and Blades.
Five.
Porter and Blades. And somehow Anaya saves the day once again, gets back on the punt. Now, mind you, this was after a perfect punt that they called back after 2 holding penalties, when we 2nd and 30. After we got them 2 holding penalties, I knew it was over. But dog, man, listen, man, in the comment section, y'all let us know what y'all think was the worst out of those plays. And what you think was the worst?
I think the Tyreek muff, it basically gave him the game because we was ready. We was finna take the game over from there.
Yeah? You think Tyree Monk? Yeah.
Tyree Monk changed the whole trajectory of the game because you give them easy points when they just got the ball, they couldn't move.
Right.
They offense really couldn't do much. So now you just gave them a free shot.
I'm a little homie too, man. He walked up to me in the game the other night, gave me that, man.
Shots
And
like
I won
Tyreek.
him back that punt return. I'm ain't gonna give y'all, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? X think he's Tyreek, think it's Tyree Monk. Y'all let me know what y'all think was the worst out of those 4 plays. I got a question for you, X. You played quarterback before. Is Tyler Van Dyke capable of throwing somebody open?
He's capable of doing it.
Okay, you think he's capable of doing it?
He can do it.
Yeah? You seen him do it?
He did it last year a lot. I just don't know what's going on this year so far.
What could be going on? New offense, robot,
Yeah, I think
I
it's
need to
new
do what offense does.
New offense, basically trying to do exactly what the coach wanted him to do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So that means,
Because just look at the first couple of games Tyler played last year.
Yeah.
He was doing exactly what the coach wanted him to do. And the coach took the hands off, like, Tyler, just go out there and make some plays. Not Tyler started making plays.
so that's what you think was the change with last year? He allowed Tyler to just open up?
Go ahead and make some plays. If you see that throw, you can make it, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So
Here's my question. Offensive coordinator comes in. He watches every game Tyler Van Dyke plays. He sits down with Tyler Van Dyke, and he has to say what changed, right? Tyler Van Dyke tells him. Are coaches that stubborn that they just still come in there and just do what they want to do?
I mean, the coach obviously going to think he's smarter than the player, so yeah.
But I just told you what changed. That season sends me to the pros, make you look like a genius. You know what I'm saying? It don't if I had that season again, I go to the pros, you look like a genius.
You get your head coaching job.
Right. Are they that? Let us know what y'all think, man. Most of the 4 plays in the comment section, man. The 4 plays, which one you guys thought was worse? And Tyler Van Dyke, what's your guys' thoughts on Tyler Van Dyke? Middle Tennessee this week, man. Let's get it popping, man.